Hello, my name is James, and I am diagnosed as autistic. I make weekly videos about autism and other related topics to help bring the awareness to others and help us all reach our fullest potential. If you're interested in these sort of things, please subscribe. As I was diagnosed with high-functioning autism when I was younger, I got fascinated in learning about Asperger's, high-functioning autism, as well as low-functioning autism. Then back in 2013, I was amazed when I saw the DSM change the definition of autism to consist of all these different types of diagnoses to be all in the same thing, called autism spectrum disorder. If I didn't find that surprising enough, I then found out autism expresses itself differently in both men and women. I was like, wow, so autism is different in men and women? Well, according to recent studies, the answer is yes. Research has always boasted about the interesting and mysterious fact that boys are 4 times as likely to be diagnosed with autism. This has always been a mystery to people. However, recently this mystery has most likely been solved to the realization that many autistic symptoms in autism girls often go unnoticed. This causes many women to be misdiagnosed not until later in life. Many autistic women often appear completely normal until their teenage years, and even then their symptoms can be misdiagnosed. Many women were not even diagnosed at all. So what makes autism in women different compared to autism in boys? Well, in this video, I am going to talk about it. Well, let's get started. Recent research has shown that girls have many different appearances that are slightly different than autistic boys and guys. Most of the autism research that has accumulated over the years about autism unfortunately consists mostly of the data taken from autistic men and boys. So it's now time we should dress the word autism in a way that shows more of its feminine half. So what is autism in girls? How is autism that is presented in women different in comparison to guys? Number one, autistic women have different interests than guys do. Many autistic guys are interested in more concrete and scientific things like trains, trucks, pulleys on machinery. They might be interested in computers like programming. Women, however, are interested in more liberal art-related things like theater, acting, music, dance, or other art-related things. They might also be interested in writing books or rehearsing plays. They may enjoy psychology and want to learn everything about it. Unlike boys, autistic women are often interested in things that most women like. Unlike boys, most autistic girls are often interested in things that most girls like when they're kids. For example, they might be interested in Barbie dolls, a certain popular TV show, or a famous singer in a band that most girls their age may like too. This can also help make a girl appear like they are a neurotypical girl, a girl who doesn't have autism because they seem to be interested in normal things. However, what makes their interest different is the degree and how interested they are in it. They may become obsessed with their interest to the point it becomes a major part of their young lives. When I was younger, I was interested in things that most guys weren't interested in, like frogs, palm trees, artwork, lightning, electricity, and power lines. I was never into sports or action figures like most other boys my age were. However, for autistic girls, they can be interests that other girls often have. Number two, autistic women are more socially aware than guys. Like autistic men, autistic women will also struggle with social skills. However, what makes them different is that they are a bit more socially aware than guys are. As a result, they are more aware of their struggles with social skills when they are younger compared to boys. This causes them to try hard to fit in by mimicking other people's behavior when they socialize. They will copy what other women do when they socialize, and many often do it well. Many often will do it so well that many others may not even realize they know they struggle with social skills. That leads me to the next point. Number three, autistic women mask more heavily compared to guys. As a result of being more socially aware, many women learn to mask at a young age, and they will mask quite heavily. Their master in masking can make many autistic women seem to socialize and fit in well. Some autistic women can manage to even have quite a few friends and even be considered popular in high school. However, they are attempting to mask and fit in at the expense of their own energy. This kind of masking can be very exhausting. Many autistic women will force themselves to hold it together okay at school, but once they get home to a safe place like their family, then they will take that mask off and crash. Sometimes all hell will break loose. As a woman gets older, their constant masking will exhaust them over time, and they'll become more tired and tired until they reach a point they no longer want to wear the mask, and then people will see them for who they really are, And this brings me to my next point. Number 4, autistic symptoms in women often get passed as unnoticed until they grow older. This causes many women to not get diagnosed until later in their life. Once an autistic female becomes exhausted from wearing their mask all the time and trying to mimic others who try to fit in, they'll eventually realize it isn't worth it in the effort to do it less or stop completely. And then they'll eventually realize it's not worth the effort and they'll do it less or stop completely. Then their true autistic self is shown. This can sometimes confuse people and make them think something has happened. However, they are now being a person that they should have always been and honored and embraced, because it's important to be yourself and be who you really are. Unfortunately, this causes women to not be diagnosed early in life and receive the help that they could have gotten if they were diagnosed earlier in life. Number 5, autistic women often get misdiagnosed. Many autistic women's traits often get misdiagnosed to other kinds of conditions such as borderline personality disorder, OCD, and anorexia. Number 6, anorexia is a common struggle for many autistic women. Due to the struggle with socializing, fitting in, masking, and being bullied while being more socially aware, this can cause many autistic women to take drastic measures. Anorexia can be a common symptom. If you struggle with anorexia, I have provided some links in the video description of some sources of some helpful information and this sort of thing. 7, autistic women are more imaginative than guys when they have fun as kids, and they often like to take charge when they play with other kids their age. Most young girls love imagining things and playing pretend as a kid. However, what makes an autistic girl different from another girl is that they like to coordinate their pretend environment, kind of like a director for a movie. Autistic women like to manage the scene and what goes on, while other girls play those specific things that they pretend in the scene, like being a mom or the kids. Men like to coordinate things too, but they often do it in a different way, such as lining up their toys by color or by how the toys move. Number 8, autistic women often rely on other people, such as close friends or family members, to talk for them. In other words, if there's an issue that requires an autistic woman to talk to another person for a resolution, such as making a phone call to a representative or talking to another person in a social situation, they may ask someone else to do the talking for them. Autistic women are often very articulated. However, they may struggle to express their needs when it comes to talking to other people in certain circumstances. Furthermore, many autistic women are shy and self-aware, which can make discussing and resolving certain situations much harder. Autism is a neurological condition that has a common thread that makes all people with this condition stand out in certain ways and have common traits. However, there is a slight difference in how autism presents itself in men and women. In this video, I've talked about 8 different ways autism presents itself differently in women. If you're a female who has autism, or a guy who knows a female with autism and would like to share your personal experiences as to what it's like having autism and how it's different from a guy, please share them in the comments below. Did you find this video interesting? If so, please give this video a like and share it with a friend. Please stay healthy, safe, keep being informed, embrace your interests, and most importantly, love yourself, because love is the way. Thank you for watching and have a great day.